Unleash the power of phrasal verbs, exploring the structure. Welcome to our English language learning series focused on phrasal verbs. In this video, we'll dive into the intriguing world of phrasal verbs, specifically exploring their structure. Phrasal verbs are a crucial aspect of intermediate English grammar, and understanding their structure will help you communicate more effectively. So, let's get started. Phrasal verbs consist of a verb combined with one or more particles, adverbs or prepositions. This unique combination gives phrasal verbs their distinctive meanings, often different from the original verb alone. Let's break down the structure of phrasal verbs into its components. 1. The verb. The verb forms the foundation of a phrasal verb. It can be a common verb like take, give, or make, or a less common one like figure, bring, or set. The verb carries the main action or meaning of the phrasal verb. 2. The particle. The particle, which can be an adverb or a preposition, adds additional information to the phrasal verb. It modifies the meaning of the verb and creates a new idiomatic expression. It's important to note that changing the particle can significantly alter the phrasal verb's meaning. Phrasal verbs can be categorized into two main types based on the position of the particle. 1. Intransitive phrasal verbs. In intransitive phrasal verbs, the verb is not followed by an object. The particle appears after the verb, and the verb and particle together form a complete expression. For example, they broke up, or she ran away. 2. Transitive phrasal verbs. In transitive phrasal verbs, the verb is followed by an object, which can be a noun or a pronoun. The particle can appear either before the object or after the object, depending on the phrasal verb. Some examples include, she turned off the lights, or he put on his jacket. Phrasal verbs can also be classified as separable or inseparable, based on whether the object can separate the verb and particle or not. 1. Separable phrasal verbs. In separable phrasal verbs, the object can appear between the verb and the particle, or it can come after the particle. For instance, she took off her coat, or he called off the meeting. Remember, you can move the object around without changing the meaning of the phrasal verb. 2. Inseparable phrasal verbs. In inseparable phrasal verbs, the object cannot separate the verb and the particle. The object always comes after the verb and particle combination. Consider the examples. They look after their children, or we need to get along with our colleagues. It's essential to remember that the object must come after the particle in inseparable phrasal verbs. Congratulations on reaching the end of our video on the structure of phrasal verbs. By understanding the components of phrasal verbs and their different types, you've taken an important step towards mastering this aspect of English grammar. Remember to practice using phrasal verbs in context to reinforce your learning. Keep up the great work, and soon you'll be confidently incorporating phrasal verbs into your everyday English conversations. Thanks.